The following is a brief video to show how to do physical counts within Counterpoint. The starting point for physical counts is to first check and make sure that any work in progress has been posted. The easiest way to check this is to go to the Work Center. This is located under System, Work Center. When you preview this list, you're looking for things like inventory adjustments, transfers, receivings, things that were started but never posted. In this case, in my example, I'm showing some purchase orders. Those are perfectly fine to have in process, but I'm looking for other things like inventory adjustments, transfers, receivings. In this case, everything looks good, so that confirms my check. If I had anything to clean up, then I would go to those respective areas and either delete or post those transactions. Once I know that my work in progress has been taken care of, I can go over to Inventory, Physical Count. I will start by checking the Edit List. This is a quick, easy way. I can preview this wide open. This is a quick, easy way to find out if there's any physical count records so far. When you first begin, there should not be any records. If there are, there's a simple way to remove those. You can go here to Physical Count Remove. In this case, there are no count records, and so it's showing nothing to do here. If there were any, I'd have a few other choices. I could remove those physical count records. Once I know I have a clean slate, the starting point is to go to Physical Count Create. If I'm counting for my entire store, then I would select my location. There is no need for me to do any filtering at this point, and I would do my Create. If I'm doing cycle counts, then I might choose to do a smaller category. For example, I might choose, in my example here, I might choose just to do food. Once I've selected my categories, I can click Create, and that will create my records. Once I have my record created, I can go back to Physical Count Edit List. I can preview this list, and I can see here are the physical count records that were just created. Now, if I'm using a scanner to do my counts, then I might have a count file that I could import, which I would do from this section here where it says Physical Count Import. I would select my file. I would specify in the file which column has the item or the barcode and which column has the quantity. I could do a quick verify. If everything looks good, then I can import that file. If I am manually entering the counts, where I would go to do that is Physical Count Enter. And I could, one at a time, I could enter these, or I can click on Table View. And within Table View, I could put my cursor here in Count Quantity 1, and I could enter quantities. So for example, this might look like this. Enter a few quantities and move down the list. Once I have my quantities entered, I can refer back to my Physical Count Edit List, and I will preview this. We will look for any problems that we have, any issues, and I will preview this. And this will show me the difference between frozen quantity, that's what was expected, and what was actually counted. I might look at this and notice that there are items that I actually have, and I want to go back and enter those. So for example, maybe the cake and the burger, maybe those just got missed. I could go back and enter those. And once I have this updated, I could come back and look at this again. At the bottom of this report will show me the difference between what was expected and what I've counted so far. Hopefully, as you make corrections, this number will become closer and closer. Once you've completed all of your corrections, then you would go to this area called Physical Count Post. And typically, you would select your location. Typically, you'd use the freeze date as the post date. And typically, if you did not count an item, then chances are you want that item to go to 0. Typically, there's no other filtering that we would do here because we are posting the records within our count list, and the final step would be to click Post. Once we've posted, then the Physical Count Edit List will now be empty, and I could go and look at individual items and confirm that the quantities have been updated. That is a brief overview of how to do physical counts within Counterpoint.